Helper databases. What are they? Why are they useful? So a helper database is a database that exists to allow you to link to existing databases, but with attributes associated to that relationship. So a classic example of this is you have a task database and you want to link it to the user database, but you want to say not just that a user is assigned to a task, but the user is assigned, for example, for a particular period of time or with a particular role, or maybe for a percentage of their time. To create a helper database, you set up a database with two many-to-one relations. So in that example, you would have a many-to-one relationship to the task database, and you'd have a many-to-one relationship to the user database. And then you add fields to represent the properties that are associated with this relationship. So in this case, date range to represent the period for which the person's assigned, a role field representing the role they're going to take for their assignment, and then a percentage, how much of their time are they linked to it. Now, it's quite common for the name field in a helper database to be generated using a formula, because in and of itself, an entity in the helper database doesn't really have any intrinsic meaning. It only exists as a meaning where it links two things together. So in this case, I've used a formula which is the name of the person and the name of the task. Once you've established that, you can then go to the databases that are being linked and set up their relation views to make the most of the information that's in the helper database. So in the task database, the relation view can be set up as a table showing the name of the user, the period of time for which they're associated with the task, the role they're taking on, and the allocation. And you don't need to show the name field. Similarly, you can go to the user database and show their assignments to tasks. And in this case, you want to show the task name, and you want to show the period and the roles and the percentage allocation. You could also set up a report view in the user entity relation view. And in this way, you can see the total allocation for this user across time for different tasks. And this is a nice way of showing if somebody's been over allocated. There are lots of other use cases for helper databases. For example, you can use it in bill of materials, where you want to say that one component is related to another component based on it being consisting of a quantity of that component. And there are many other cases where you want to add attributes, and a relationship itself can't have attributes, so this helper database serves as the relationship and you give it the attributes. Anyway, let us know if you can think of any great ideas for doing helper databases, and stay tuned for more videos.